Today I'm going to be telling you how I made up to £1,000 a month selling clothes on Vinted. Vinted is amazing. I'm an avid user of Vinted. You could probably call me Vinted's biggest fan. You can declutter and make money at the same time without any additional fees or charges. There are a couple of tips and tricks I have in this video that will help your listings sell a lot faster than they are right now. If this video is useful to at least 10 people, I'll be happy. First, make sure you have at least one positive review. Now I know what you're thinking, Eva, how the heck am I supposed to get one positive review if nobody's gonna buy my things because I don't have any reviews? And to that I say, just purchase something. If you find something that you really like and you want to buy it, once the transaction goes through, make sure you ask the seller to find some time to leave your review. From that, you'll have at least one review. More buyers will feel more trusting of your account. They'll be more likely to buy something because there are a lot of scam and bot accounts on Vinted which they usually don't have any reviews. This is why people are skeptical of accounts that have 0 reviews. Another way to ensure that people trust you and trust your account, verify your email address, and if you have Facebook, verify that one as well. Next, establish a fast and easy upload system. This will keep you motivated to keep posting. Once you get to grips with how Vinted works, how to upload and where you find your local couriers and postal services, create an easy and efficient way of uploading new items. That will keep your items selling quick because the more listings you have, the more you'll sell. For me, I created a template, as you can see here, of the 5 most important things to include in your description box. This saves me so much time and mental energy because I don't have to think about what I have to write. There are prompts already. It's perfect. Obviously the condition, the original price. A lot of people want to know the original price. Knowing the original price also entices the buyers to purchase faster because they realize what bargain they're getting compared to how much it would be brand new. So yeah, as you can see here, the 5 main components of what you should be including in your description boxes if you're selling clothes or anything. Honestly, it works for anything. I also listed a bunch of trigger words, so basically different aesthetics. This is obviously optional. I find it helps gain more visibility for my items. So this is a step further, but you can create an aesthetic if you have multiple pieces that are the same style. So mine is very pink Pilates princess, very coquette, very clean girl. But if you have a lot of dark grungy kind of vibed clothes, you can list emo in the description or grunge or whatever aesthetic most entices you. This further establishes a positive relationship between you and your buyer. Thirdly, what I found helps sell items the quickest is photos. Now, this might seem really obvious, but from my experience scrolling on Vinted, a lot of you girlies just can't even be bothered to put on the clothing. If it doesn't fit you anymore, completely understandable. I sometimes will just put it on the floor and take a picture, job done. But if you want your items to sell really quickly, gain more visibility and have more favorites, you need to take pictures in the clothing if you're comfortable, or at least take more aesthetically pleasing, better lighted photos. Why are some of you not listing the labels? Nobody's gonna trust that it's from the brand that you're saying it's from unless you show the labels of the clothing, okay? Even if the labels have been cut out, show where the label would have been and show the innermost label if it still has one. I'll sometimes show the brand or at least the material, make it more believable that it's from that brand. On the topic of pricing, I researched the best price points that urge buyers to make the splurge. Psychologically, if you round your prices down to 99p at the end, so you're missing out on 1 pence, but it adds the 99p at the end, this might seem pointless, but psychologically, after doing some research, I found it somehow makes your price seem less compared to the 99 at the end, because 9 is quite a big number. Obviously, even if your price is quite cheap to begin with, some people still will not be willing to make the spend, but the 99p at the end psychologically can entice the buyer to make the purchase. The 4th thing I recommend is investing in wardrobe bumps. I understand that £9, I think it's £9.95 now, is quite a lot. It used to be £6. I know because I bought it about 50 times. It has upped the price of a wardrobe spotlight, which is quite stingy of you, Vinted. I'm quite unhappy with you. I don't know why you've done this, but either way, obviously they've got to make their money, I understand. If you can afford it, buy a wardrobe bump. It will not only make your items sell much quicker because you're getting more visibility, it also creates followers. Now, what do followers do? when you receive a follower, they will always be notified when you upload a new piece. This will give you more visibility even after the wardrobe bump has ended. From wardrobe bumps alone, I have gained almost 2,000 followers. So I'm at 1,600 now, I believe. I highly recommend it if you can afford it. If you can make a little spend of like £9, it's up to you. Once someone purchases, to make sure there's no mix-ups, negative reviews or returns, make sure you're communicating with them throughout the sale. As soon as you see the package has been delivered, I send this default paragraph which basically gives the buyer motivation to mark the listing as everything is okay, because they realise that I'm obviously able to give them a review. Also, some people don't necessarily know how to mark something as delivered and everything's okay because they're new to the platform, so this just explains how and gives them a reason to do it. So this makes the transaction go through quicker and reduces the risk of someone changing their mind about the items, because once the item has been delivered, it will take up to 3 days for the sale to go through. But if they mark it as everything is okay, the purchase will go through a lot quicker and they're less likely to change their mind and return it. I've had 0 returns since doing this method, so it definitely helps. I went from a return every month to no returns. Also, some people can't be bothered to mark it as delivered, so make sure you send this paragraph just to remind them. That's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!